So now let's talk a little bit about the APIs that are available for you in the iPhone, in an iPhone application. There's a whole array of things that you can do with the iPhone. You have access to pretty much all of the hardware. Some of the things that I point out here are the camera. You can actually access the camera with your app. You can take pictures, you can get pictures that have already been taken, and movies, and you can allow the user to pick those or use those, or you can manipulate those. There's some pretty good apps out there already that enhance the camera application that comes with the iPhone. All the sensors. You've got the gyroscopic sensors, like a Wii remote, that'll tell you if the iPhone's being tilted or if it's being moved or shaken, and you have full access to all of that. That's at the lower level. Again, something that's going to be a little bit harder to get to, but you do have access to it. The location services, there's a whole API based around this that lets you, it's not just GPS, but it's Wi-Fi location as well, and it'll let you pinpoint the user and figure out where that phone is. It has a pretty good accuracy. There's some tricks around figuring out or improving the accuracy and figuring out exactly where you are, but you do have access to that, and that's actually fairly easy to use. Audio and video, another thing that is just really great. The APIs around this are superb, and they're very easy to use. They allow you to do a huge amount of things, from simple playback of audio and video from the library already or from the iPod, or to do some advanced playback, stereo equalizing type of things, even audio and video editing right there on the iPhone. So it's pretty extensive in media, which should be apparent because we have that whole media layer in the framework. Web browser, you can access the Safari browser. You can host that within your application as a control, and you can manipulate that browser and use that to make a kind of a hybrid app if you wanted to, that has some web components but then has some buttons or native components to it. The maps, again, Google Maps is being used here, and it's a pretty extensive API. A lot of things that you can do with it, from creating overlays to maps, putting pins on maps, and it's really easy to use, actually. And then the 3D graphics, and this is one of those areas that it's definitely a harder part of the API to use, but it's extremely powerful. There are some games out there that are on the iPad and iPhone platform that are just amazing with the 3D graphics, so you would not believe that it's actually on a mobile device. So you have that ability. You can mix the 3D with the 2D graphics, and you can create some pretty impressive games.